Hello everyone, it is indeed inspiring to see you back again. Let me open Tableau public, and if you have downloaded and then in that case you can also open up along with me. So here you can see this is Tableau public opened, and I had explained about ETL, extract transform load, and that ETL part I was explaining in the last session. We will go ahead and we will work on uploading a data set and then working on it. Let me have this. Okay. So if you see that, if we talk about business analytics, then we have four types of analytics, that is descriptive, then we have diagnostic, then we have predictive, and then we have prescriptive. So four types of analytics are there. And if we see Tableau, so Tableau is capable of handling and working with these four types of analytics. Tableau is capable enough for the same. So here I am looking to work on Sample Super Store Dataset to start with. And this Sample Super Store Dataset, let me open it in Excel. So this particular Sample Super Store Dataset is a good example where it contains almost whatever type of variables we want, data types we want. So it has got those types of variables. For example, if you want something to be string, so you'll be able to see that as a string, lot many variables are present, columns are present as a string. If you want something as date, so you can see these two things are present as date. This is string, all of these are string. And then if you want something in geolocation, so in that case also you can see that for geolocation we have country and region, state. So we can work on the we can work on the map analysis. So with the help of maps we can visualize the data. So almost whatever kind we want to explore, it has got categorical. For example, segment is categorical. Then category, subcategory is categorical, the category. So here you can see that this is category, this is subcategory. So they are categorical data. So different types of data are present in this particular data set. So here, I hope you know about these different types of data which we have. But I'll just explain you just to ensure that everybody is in the same page. So if you see sales, quantity, discount, profit, these columns, so these columns are called as quantitative, quantitative, quantitative. So quantitative are basically numerical or continuous. So they are numerical continuous data types, and we can perform some calculations on it, some mathematical operations on them. So sales, quantity, discount, and profit. For example, what I can do is I want to basically look for the city that is Abbeville. So this particular city, so wherever Abbeville city is coming in, so I would like to know that what is the total sales happening over there, what is the total quantity which is being sold there, what is the discount which has been given over there, what is the total profit we have there. So if I want to check on that, then basically what I can do is I can perform the aggregate functions, that is sum, count, minimum, maximum, then mean. So these things I can check on the this particular sales column or quantity column. So aggregate functions are possible. Now if I want to work on a categorical data, let's say I want to perform some kind of calculations on categorical data, then you can understand in case of categorical data, like we have Abebile, we have MENs, we have eras. So here only count is possible. Like I can get total count, that how many times eras is happening, how many times Abibile is coming. So I can count, but I cannot, sum them. I cannot try to find out the mean, median, mode out of them because they are categorical. So that I cannot do with them. So we need to understand that what kind of operations should we perform on a particular type of data, right? So that is something we need to understand. So let me clear the screen and let me go back here on the Tableau. Yes. So it was an Excel file. So I will click on Excel. And once I click on Excel, this is the sample superstore. Let me click on it. So this one is the file. And let me click on open. So now the sample superstore data will get loaded over here. And we had discussed on this part as well that once we are loading the data, then it is going to come to this particular screen. And here we can see all the sheets which were there in that particular data set are visible on the left hand side. You can see orders, people, return. So sheets are visible on the left hand side. And now what I can do is I can choose like which sheets do I require. And once I have made a selection that which sheets are required, then I can go to the sheet section and work on them. So how I can choose, I can just do drag and drop. Okay, it doesn't require much more than that. I can just do orders, drag and drop it into the center area. So once you drag and drop, this is going to populate and preview the data. And after that, I had told you that once this is going to bring up the data, so some internal error it says, but that doesn't affect anything as such. So update now, you can see that it has brought all the data. That is what I wanted. And I had explained that if you want to do some sort of transformations, want to apply some filters, you can do that. So that is something I had shown you, that add filters section here, and you can add one or more filters. So we'll be talking more and more about filters in some later sessions. And now I'll be showing you that how the sheet function is going to work. That sheet option is, it is going to help us with the working on this particular data and visualizing this data. So sheet 1 I'm clicking. Sheet 1 option is below here. You can see I have clicked on it, and let me highlight it for you. So this particular area is sheet 1. Whenever you want to add up a new sheet, you can always click on this icon. So I have just drawn a circle on it. So that icon is for sheet, and second icon is for dashboard. Now I have drawn a circle over it. That is for dashboard, and the third icon is for story. So if you see that we have three different things, we have an option for sheet, we have an option for dashboard, and we also have an option for story. So visualization can be done in these three ways. Visualization can be done in the same way, but the visualized data can be organized or represented in the form of a sheet, dashboard, and story. That is what I should explain. Now, let me clear all the drawings from my screen. And this is the sheet area, and this area has got multiple options. Where the first option here you can see is data pane, and second option you can see is analytics pane. And after data and analytics pane, we have this tables section where we can see all the columns which are populated from my data set. Now here if you see that we have ABC written, which means that it is categorical data. That means it has got some string varchar type of data. String you see in Java, Python, varchar you see in SQL. So that kind of data, categorical data, wherever ABC is written. But wherever you are able to see this globe kind of thing, that is basically geolocation. That is some geometric location, geolocation data. So country, state, city, we understand that is the geolocation data. Wherever you are able to see this kind of symbol which represents a calendar, that is a date. So order date and ship date too are basically present as a calendar. Then wherever you are able to see this hash symbol basically represents the numerical measures, we call them. Okay, so you can see also measure names. So here also you can see measure. Okay, so measure means where we can apply some mathematical operations. They are measures, so they are present. Okay, so all of these things we can see are present and available over here. And now let us move ahead and try to do some visualization. Now, the first visualization I would like to do is I would name it as univariate. If you see that we have, when we analyze with the number of variables, then we do univariate analysis, VARIAT, univariate, then we do VARIATE, bivariate, and then we do multivariate. So this basically means that univariate is with single variable, only one variable would be there. Bivariate means we will have two variables, and then similar way we will have multiple, so more than two variables would be there. Okay, so this is what is called as univariate, bivariate, and multivariate. So if I want to work with a single variable here, then let me take up sales. So I am just clicking on it, dragging and dropping it in the area of this canvas. So I have dropped it over here. So as soon as I have dropped it over here, I am able to see that it gives me a number, and that number is sum of sales. That number is sum of sales, you can see over here. And now it doesn't give me any visualization, it is just a number. So here I have on top an option of show me. So this show me actually suggests you whatever possible visualizations can be done on the data you have selected. Now you have just selected some sales, so it shows that what can be visualized on this particular data. So I click on it. It says that you can either create a horizontal bars or you can create a histogram. So out of these two you can create anything. So this is what is an option given to me. So what I will do, I'm not going to use show me as of now. So I will bring sales once again into size. Okay, so in the mark section, you can see we have size. I have brought it in the size, okay, in the mark section. Now you can see that some square has been drawn over there. You can see this is a square, okay. So under size, I will increase the square size. So I have increased the square size. You can see that size has been increased. And what I will do is, after increasing the size of the square, here the view is standard, so I will change that. So I will click on the drop down and I will click on entire view. Okay, so you can see that that square has got fitted in this particular entire view. So this is what I actually wanted. And if you want, you can manage up to the size. You can maybe reduce the size a little bit, because I have made it so large. So I have reduced the size. If you want to work on the color, then you click on the color and you choose which color would you like to give it. I would give this color to it. You can see the color has been changed. So what I did is, only on a single variable I'm working, and that variable is sales. And I told you this is called as univariate analysis. And now what has happened is, I have this number written over here on the right hand side of the particular square I have drawn for the sales. So what I will do, I want this to be a little larger, and I would like to bring it in the center of the square which we have drawn. And I also would like to display that sum of sales we are doing. That is something I would like to display. So one thing I will do is sheet name I'll change. So sum sales. So I'll just write sum sales, or basically sum of sales. So I have changed the name of the sheet. So here you can see name of the sheet I have changed. Here also you have options to basically edit the title or format the title. So I'll click on format the title. So we have if you want to bring some shades, so you can bring some shades to it. Okay, so this is how. So I'll just bring some light color. So yes, some light color I'm bringing it over there. And if you want to bring up some borders, so I can bring up some borders. Okay, then caption. So here I can bring for captions black, so nothing works out for it. And then some of, okay, these colors. So that is not affecting this part. Okay, so I have done some formatting for the sum of sales. Okay, now what I will do is I will go to the label section. Under label, I will go for alignment, which is automatic, and I will choose the center alignment. So you can see as soon as I click the center alignment, this number has come from the right hand side to the center. And then vertical, yes, so this also center, and rest of things are good enough. Okay, and other thing would be I would like to work for the font size. I would like to increase, and I'll make it 16 is okay. I can make it 24. And if you want, you can work on the font as well. So Tableau book is the font here. So I can change the font to this one. Okay, so it is little fancy. So normally we don't do fancy things, but let's have it as fancy. Okay, so marks to label. Okay, all allow labels to overlap. So this is what we have done. So it is in a better way we are able to see that. Okay, so this was sum of sales, univariate analysis I'm doing. Now we have aggregate functions like sum is there, min is there, max is there. So another option I have is to I can create one more sheet and do the same thing again, or I can create a duplicate. So if I don't want to repeat the efforts which I have already taken, then I can just right click on this particular sheet and I can create a duplicate. So I have created a duplicate of it, and you can see that another sheet has been created. Here I will put as average. Okay, so instead of sum of sales, I'll be putting average. Okay, Average. So only with one variable we are working, you can see. So I have done average sales. Now here where sum sales is written, I need to click on drop down, and I need to go to measures, and then instead of sum I'll be doing average. Secondly, in the text or the label also, I need to go to measures and I need to go to average. So here you can see that now this is the average. 293.8 is the average. So this is average of sales. Okay, now next is again a duplicate I'll create, and now instead of average you can see under measures section, next one is count. So count of sales, so I'm taking count of sales over here, and I'm displaying count of sales. So this one is count of sales I have done. So let me change the average to count of sales. count of sales. Now I will create one more copy of it, duplicate, and here I'll be taking up after count of sales. I'll be going for minimum sales, and here also I'll be going for minimum sales. So this one shows the minimum sales which has happened. So minimum, minimum, okay, of sales. And now you know that I'll be doing for maximum. So you know that how you can change such options. So here again drop down, go to measures and go for maximum. And here also go for maximum. So measures and maximum. So other options are also present. You can work on them as well. And I have created here with the help of these min, max, count, average, sum. So maximum of sales. Okay. So now probably I could quickly give them a different color so that when I will show them together into a sheet, into a dashboard, they should also have different colors so that we can easily understand. So here I'm giving it a green color, and count of sales I'll be giving a blue color to them. And then next one is minimum sales. I'll give it a red color because minimum sales is something which is a danger. So red color I'll give, and then I'll give this one as maximum. I'll give as some bright green color. So bright green color I'm choosing for maximum, and sum of sales, it is some shades of red. So I'll just try to change it to some other, maybe this kind of green I'll give. So you can see that with the help of marks, I can do lot of changes. So this one is square. So average sales, I would like to make it not a square. I'd like to make it a circle. So I've made it a circle. So I'm changing the shapes also. Then count of sales, I'm changing the shape as only two we have. Okay, a line and all that. They'll not look so good. Okay, so average sales, I have made it that way. Then minimum maximum also. Let me make it a circle only. Okay, so these two also I have made it a circle. Okay, so you can change the shape from here. Okay, now what I am going to do is, so only univariate analysis I have done. I have created four different, one, two, three, four, five different sheets. Now I'm going to this option, which is the new dashboard option. Okay, and here I'll write univariate, univariate, analysis, univariate analysis of sales. So what I'm doing is, I'm doing univariate analysis of sales. I'm doing, okay, this is a dashboard section, and in this dashboard section I have an option for size. So I'm changing the size from range to automatic. So I have changed the size from range to automatic. And the canvas area, the center area where you can see drop the sheets here, has got expanded. So that has got expanded. Now, I would bring these sheets in this particular center area. So sum of sales, I will drag and drop. Okay, you can see that sum of sales has come. Average sales, I'll drag and drop somewhere. Okay, so it gives you an option, a shaded area it gives you. You can just drag and drop there. So count of sales, I'll drag and drop. So here it has come. Minimum sales, I'm dragging and dropping it up here. Minimum sales has come up. Then maximum sales, I'm dropping it below. Okay, so you can see that I have dragged and dropped all of the sheets I have created. So I'll just arrange them in a little better manner so that they look the visualization looks better. Before that, I'll take the text area and I would like to put the text area on top where I'll be writing about like what this analysis is all about. And here, let me change the font size to 28, and this workbook font, I'll make it this, and center aligned I want. Color, I want it to be um, let's say color should be dark black. Okay, so here I'm writing univariate, analysis, analysis of sales, sales, field field. So this I have given a heading to my chart. You can see this is the heading I've got. Let me shrink the size of it. So I have reduced the size of it. So you can see univariate analysis of field I have written, sales field. And now here what I'll do is I'll just make it little smaller. Okay, this becomes a bit larger, and this also I'll increase the size a bit so that these three looks almost of same size. You can see that a bit more work I'll have to do. This looks little larger, so I'll just make it little small. Okay, so almost now they look similar size. They have similar size almost. All of them have. Okay, so this is how you can see that the way my dashboard looks like. Very simple dashboard, nothing much in that. This is my dashboard. So if you want these things, you don't want them, so you can just click on them and just click on close. Okay, click on them, close, and click on them, close them, click on them and close them. So if you don't want them, you can just click on them and close them, then your area will get expanded. So the whole area you have got now where your analysis is displayed. Okay, the complete area you can see here. Fine. So now what you can do is, this dashboard is ready. If you want to add up some images and all those things, so that I'll keep on telling you in the upcoming sessions. But this dashboard is ready. So what I will do is I will go for the file option, and I will click on save to Tableau public, and it is going to save it because it is Tableau public free software, so it is going to save it on public. So here I'll be putting up my details and my password, and then this is going to populate this particular dashboard into Tableau public. Okay, so we will get this in. So here also I'll write Univariate, univariate analysis analysis of SALES sales field field save. So I have given a proper name to it and I click on save. So it is publishing. You can see saving workbook to Tableau public, sending data to the server. So it will send the data to the server, and on the browser, I will get this published. Okay, I'll be able to see that it has been published. So you can see a browser has got opened up, and the sheet which I have created, dashboard, it is getting populated over here, and here it is. Okay, so here you can see that we have the dashboard. So this is how it gets published. So we just did univariate analysis, and that too on the sales column, sales field, and it's wonderful that it has basically got published here. Now if I want to share it, I can click on share option, and once I click on share option, it gives us an option for embedding it in some other code, or we can share it from here, and then you can show your analysis to anybody, right? So that is something you can do. So this was univariate analysis, and along with univariate analysis, we learned that how can we create the sheets. So we created multiple sheets in Tableau. We also learned that how can we create a dashboard. So these were the learnings from session. Thank you very much for watching in. You also have to do the univariate analysis the way I did. You can pick up the profits column. You can pick up the uh, we have discount column. So any of these columns you can pick up and work upon. I hope you like this session. Let's meet in the next session. Thank you.